Team Force burns out Mike Neff and John Force at the Mac Tools U.S. Nationals. We're in the final session of qualifying. On the phone with us is Austin Coil. He's on the phone because he's in the hospital. Had to go there earlier in the week. Austin, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just fine, man. I'm going to be back in action for Charlotte.
But I understand you had to sign an agreement not to come out here.
Well, that's true. You know, it's any of these digestive system disorders, it's like stress is a big factor in bringing it on. And, also they want me to stay off my feet and just basically do nothing for another 10 days or so, and they say I'll be fine.
Oh, come on. You haven't had any stress working all season with John Force, have you?
Well, that might not be accurate.
Oh, boy. Well, we're getting ready to watch your guys run here. Mike Neff and the boss, John Force. And you got to be pretty proud of the job these guys have done so far, right?
Well, you bet. You know, that's one of the advantages of all of us working so closely together. It's that, whatever's, put in function, there's several people there that can keep it all going. And I've been working hand in hand with Bernie every single move for all these years, and Guido and Ron and Jimmy and John Medlin and, the Ron Douglas, the whole bunches. They're all in there to make sure nothing gets forgotten.
John Force just ran a 4.60 with a 1. Mike Neff a 4.14 with a 1. That doesn't change anything for them. Neff is now third. Because of Cruz's run earlier, Cruz moved into fourth and split up that top 4 hold that John Force Racing had, and now John Force sits fifth. Well, so we're going to look at the Lucas Oil provisional ladder. We'll get back with Austin in just a second here. Boy, look at that. Ron Capps will take on Cruz Pedregon, just what Cruz doesn't need right now, sitting in 10th. Height's got a little easier matchup, being the #1 qualifier at the moment. He has Grant Downing.
He's got to go 2 rounds further than Cruz Pedregon. The other one battling for that number 10 spot, Ashley Forrest Hood, is going to go up against Matt Hagan. So Ashley can definitely help her teammate Robert Hyde out by taking Matt out in that first round.
Robert Hyde back in his own race car, and Ashley Forrest Hood. Hood's clinched it. Height, of course, he is still trying to get in. Let's take it back to John Force's run.
Watch the right side of your screen. The numbers to the 330-foot cone were actually a little bit quicker for John Force by 1/100 of a second, and then something happened. I didn't see any tire smoke. It looks like the car just quit, but Austin, you're telling me they were going to try a little bit something different on that particular run in John's car.
Yeah, the plan was to push a lot harder from 300 feet on, because that's where it was missing a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, well, that's about where he had the problem, and I didn't see any tire smoke. It looked like the engine just quit. Wasn't any fire or anything. It looked like it just kind of stopped for whatever reason. I'm sure, well, I mean, obviously everybody will go back and look and find out what happened.
Austin, are you in on the plan for Robert Hyde or for Ashley?
Well, right at the moment, no, probably not. I'm kind of struggling with having enough brain power left over to try and help the non-start.
You could shed off a lot of brain power and still beat all of us, buddy.
Austin's forgot more than I've ever known.
Exactly. So Ashley Forrest Hood, she's clinched. Robert has not. Ashley fades about half track. Robert runs a 4.09 with a 5. That's the quickest run of the session. Robert Hyde stays #1. Ashley Forrest Hood stays #2.
I'll tell you, Jimmy Brock has got a handle on Robert's race car. That thing just keeps going down the racetrack, making some good numbers. We're going to take a look at Ashley right now on her run. She didn't have great numbers early, a little bit softer than normal, but then it went out there and looked like it just drove up into tire smoke about the 300-foot mark. Just past that, she catches it pretty quick and shuts it off, but Robert Hyde makes a very nice pass with that 4.09. Take another look at it. Watch the right side. Robert starts to drift over towards the center a little bit down track, but it still stays hooked up plenty good. He was running almost 305 miles per hour at the finish.
So now as they get Ashley Forrest Hood's car hooked up to get it off of the track, let's go to Dave Reef.
Well, Jimmy Prock, 409.5.
Dave Reef has Jimmy Prock.
Yes, I do, down here on the starting line. Got to be very happy with what's going on this weekend with this Auto Club car.
Yeah, so far so good. You know, tomorrow's the big day. Don't want to get too excited yet. We're just trying to do our job here, and hopefully we'll have a good day tomorrow.
Any get well wishes for Austin Coil? He's on the phone with us right now.
Yeah, get well, Austin. We miss you, buddy.
Well, so that's it for Funny Car. Austin Coil, we hope that you're feeling better very quickly. And if you sneak out here, let me know, will you?
Well, I'll be the first to tell you.
Yeah, I bet you will be. You take care of yourself. Austin Coil, who is hospitalized for this weekend at the U.S. National.